Wembley again, Wembley again, Wembley again, ole ole. Wembley again, ole ole. Wembley again, ole ole. Wembley again, Wembley again, Wembley again, ole ole. City 3, Newcastle 1. We completely bossed that tie, and it was a fairly comfortable night at the Etihad. Mamouche got 2 goals. Reinders got 1. Alanga pulled one back for them. Good goal off the post and in. I think it was a game of 2 halves. City were very good in the first half. I wouldn't say Newcastle were bad. Going forward, they looked half decent. They created a few half decent chances, but the defence really let them down tonight. 3 really sloppy goals. We take them all day long, every single day of the week, twice on Sunday, but I think we will play much more difficult teams defensively than what Newcastle are going forward this season. So we can't think that we're back completely solely on this game. But we did what we had to do tonight. There was no trouble really at any point tonight. No jeopardy of us going out. Mamouche played really well. James Trafford played well. Thought Nico G was solid. O'Reilly was solid. I think Nunes was a bit sloppy at times. He gave away an unnecessarily free kick at 1-0. And if that goes in, maybe it's a different game. And he was a bit lucky not to give away a penalty as well. But it wasn't given. And we got away with it. Max Lane, I think he's lacking experience. I think he could play a good player in time. But he got away with the one where he tugged Wiss's shirt a bit and then he went down. If he had more of his hands around him, then it's a Stonewall penalty, but luckily he didn't, because I think that's what saves him really in the end. I don't get how we can be so good in the first half though, and then so bad in the second, because it's happening every single game where our first half performance is a lot better than our second half performances. Second half, we didn't really have that many chances. I think there was 2 from Haaland where Ramsdale saved it. Ramsdale did half decent tonight. I thought the defence let him down. And we had 1 from Reinders where he probably should have put it in the back of the net, but he put it wide. Other than that, I can't really remember City having too many chances in the second half. Newcastle had a few. They had 1 across the box where Wissa didn't get a touch. I think they had 1 tamed effort where Trafford saved it, where Lewis gave the ball away. It was a good cup tie. It was much more interesting than Arsenal-Chelsea, put it that way. And we've got Arsenal in the final 26th of March. I think that's going to be a game where it's either separated by 1 goal or goes to penalties, because I don't see both teams playing their strongest team, because both teams have got other priorities in terms of trophies, with the Premier League, the Champions League, and even the FA Cup. But it's just a bit of bragging rights early on in the season. Well, not that early on, but to kick you on for the remainder of the season, basically. I think the thing that gives us the edge is that Pep's got more final experience. Arteta's only managed in 1 final ever, and that was in COVID against Chelsea, where they won 2-1 in his first season. But that was with a lot of Emery's players, so can he do it with his own players? It remains to be seen. It'll be a tough game. I think it's either got penalties or 1 goal written over it. I don't see it being a classic sort of final. I hope I'm wrong, because I'm hopefully going to try and get tickets to the game. It's going to be more difficult to get tickets for this game than it was for the Palace final, and I've been to the Villa final in 2020, but that was when Villa weren't the side they were now. That was when Dean Smith was the manager and they were sort of battling relegation. Brush my teeth.
Where are you going?
I'm doing a video.
I know, but I said, are you going?
Yeah, I'll speak to you in a second.
No, but you don't speak to me in a second, Jordan.
I'm doing this now, 1 second, sorry. Sorry.
You are not getting enough sleep. You're going to be ill.
Sorry.
Got it?
Yeah, I think we're playing much better football when Mamouche starts compared to when Haaland starts. I think, I don't know. Haaland had a few chances when he came on. If he was more ruthless and more up to confidence, he would have bagged him. But obviously, Ramsdale made 2 good saves. I think I would start Mamouche over Haaland on Saturday. But I think it wouldn't surprise me if Pep started them both. But you can't just start Haaland. Mamouche has got to be on that pitch on Sunday, because he's in good form at the minute, and we look a better side with him compared to Haaland. I don't know if it's a form thing or it's more of an overall thing, because I think I don't know. Haaland started this season really well, but like ever since the start of 2026, or even at the back end of 2025, since the Forest game, put it that way, he's not been at it, and I think he's only scored 1 goal since then, and that was against Galatasaray. So he needs to get more consistent again, and then he can be thought about being put in the starting lineup again. But let me know what you thought of the game. Come on, City, win the final again. Let's hope we can win this one, because the last few finals we've lost, but we've been the favourites. I think we are slight underdogs in this one, because I think Arsenal looking more likely to do better in the 4 trophies than what we are this year. As of right now, things can change when it gets to the game, because there's still quite a way to that game, the 26th of March. But I think we are slight underdogs, but maybe that puts more pressure on Arsenal and less pressure on us, so that could help us, because we've lost like finals to Wigan in the past, and like anything can happen in a final. The best side doesn't necessarily win it. The side who wants it the most wins it on a final day, I think, most of the time. But it's going to be a tough one, but I think we can get it over the line. But let me know what you thought on the game. Up the Blues. Come on, City.